Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night podcast.
Welcome back to the Bad Movie Night Podcast. My name is Chris, and tonight we've checked out the 1991 action thrill ride starring one Christopher Lambert and Sean Connery. And that is, of course, Highlander II, Quickening.
Christopher Lambert, Sean Connery, Highlander II, The Quickening.
Speaking of The Quickening, look who's decided to show their damn face around here.
Was it... Am I late?
Yeah.
It's 8:50.
It's 8:50. We started the show. Wait,
we always wait for other people. Why the fuck would you wait for me?
We waited 30 minutes
We waited 30 minutes for you. Are you over there popping M&Ms or what are those?
No, I
skills?
mean some gummies.
Jesus Christ. I just got an alarming email. Notice a bat was seen inside Building C on second floor. Oh my God.
Are you in Building C?
I am not.
Uh-oh. They could have rabies. Watch out.
I watched The Batman.
Okay.
With, what's his face?
Yeah, you didn't
Robert
like it, right?
Pattinson.
Because you're too pretentious?
Oh.
I thought that movie looked amazing. But it was a pile of shit.
There it is. There it is, folks.
Oh my
is.
God.
I didn't hate it. It just didn't feel Batman.
I watched Schindler's List, and
It
my
was
fucking
so
God.
boring.
bad.
Like, it was just...
The whole thing was black and white.
the detective
And
shit
who is
was not
Schindler?
interesting in the slightest.
He never
we never
read his
see his
list. Is it about groceries? Is it a list of countries he wants to visit? What's on his
honey-do
list, Chris?
Just saying.
It only works if it's an award-winning movie.
What?
The joke that you don't like it.
Is the Batman an award-winning movie?
No, but most of the ones you've been bringing up recently have all been like award-winning movies and Oscar winners.
What did I bring up?
Oppenheimer. You didn't like Oppenheimer.
No, I played out clearly why I didn't like Oppenheimer.
Exactly.
But I didn't
too
say it was
cutty.
bad. I just said it. I didn't. Yes. And Saltburn is just hot garbage, and the fact that people act like it's good storytelling is beyond me. It's well made.
Did you watch The
Beyond.
Holdovers?
I did not watch The Holdovers, but I hear
I like
that
that.
is good.
Yeah, it was good.
That is good. I hear that is good.
He's a great actor. One of the
But
best.
that doesn't change the fact that the Batman was hot fucking garbage. Okay.
Isn't that like an old movie? When did that come
Oh,
out?
it's like 2 years old.
It's a couple of years ago.
I
Oh,
love
okay.
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah? How much do you love him?
Dude, I love him.
Not enough to
you're-
watch Twilight, right?
Your Team Edward, then?
I would definitely watch Twilight, and I bet
Then
it's
why are we
better
watching
than Batman.
Twilight?
We all know Jacob's.
Why are we
Is
watching this garbage?
Is that on your wheel?
I hope
Your
so.
birthday wheel's just all
yeah,
Twilight?
yeah.
Well, okay.
Okay, it's gonna be some shit alien ripoff movie. All right, let's be honest.
Hey,
How'd you know?
Oh, I don't know.
Because he hacked in with the
All right.
fake password.
guys, here's what we're gonna do tonight. Because
What are you doing, Chris?
in the Highlander fashion, there can be only one, and that's right. We are going to have a
I
very
forgot my
special
sword.
wheel as we go throughout the show during times during the show where we will spin the wheel and eliminate people
I am
until there is
I
only
am
one.
so glad you thought of this, Chris, because I really
that
wanted to
funny.
do something like that.
Does that
is
mean
good.
we get to go to bed early?
You don't actually get to leave. It's just
I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go play Octopath
all right.
Traveler or
So
something.
should we spin it right now?
Do
Who's
it.
fighting
Yep.
who?
yeah.
Well, it's just everybody.
wait. We should do our segments though, because then someone else has to do it if you're out,
No,
right?
you don't actually leave. You're not actually leaving.
Oh yeah, we're leaving.
I'm fucking leaving already.
No,
I
you
see
guys
I
aren't
already
leaving.
left.
Aaron just got here.
What decides the victor?
Well, it's just a random spin, and then it says this person's out until the end, and there can be only one.
Oh, so it's not a battle.
And we can give the
Oh.
person.
It says versus
when it says
battle.
versus battle,
This is all I can fucking find. All right,
Oh my god!
one for me.
I don't even understand why we're doing this if we don't leave, because then we're all
Yeah.
still here.
I thought God
Aaron
forbid
already
we have
left.
some fucking fun. I thought we could do this goddamn wheel thing, and then maybe I get the next wheel because it's my birthday. But
right.
then the next one,
It's
it
your
could be the
birthday.
Highlander wheel.
You
and
have
that
to
person
do
should-
the show facing backwards once you get.
Okay. Okay, so whoever wins by the end of this show gets to pick the following week.
Okay.
Okay?
I like
Does
that.
that work?
Oh, okay, cool. Let's do that.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
You fools.
All right, well, I'm going to spin once. And
I
we'll
feel
see
like
what
we need
happens.
Christopher Lambert to
You
explain this to
fools.
us.
Right?
All right. All right, I'm going to I'm going to spin one time. Here we go.
Yeah, this feels like a spiel, all right.
There's no sound in this wheel? What a piece of shit wheel.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get. Oh, yeah.
You're out.
Ba, 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 da, da, da. See you later.
You're back.
Sucker. All right. So we'll
That
bring
is
that.
some
Oh,
bullshit.
is that me?
Hey, Lindsay, there can be only one. Why am I big like this? Okay. There we go. All right.
This thing's going
Sorry, Lindsay, but in
Your moves.
Highlander fashion, there can be.
Chris is
only
very
one.
excited about.
Now,
Oh, I hope I get to pick the movie.
What happened to my camera?
I am wearing
excited.
a red shirt, so I guess I would get kicked off first.
that's right. All right.
And when are you going to explode, Lindsay?
Soon. Very soon.
Now, guys, it's time to move on and do the premise whole section.
What?
Which is where AJ gives us the premise and breakdown of the movie. AJ, would you tell me what Highlander 2, The Quickening, is about?
Can't wait to hear this.
Christopher Lambert returns. He becomes an elderly man in the future.
There's fish in that water.
The future is 2024.
Water.
Turns
Here
out
we
global
are.
warming is real. The ozone layer is fucked.
Fluorocarbons.
There can only be one. In the 1991
But really, there's more
fantasy
than one.
epic that is Highlander 2, The Quickening.
The quickening and the
What are we
deadening.
quickening?
Yeah,
Quickening,
what-
the end is
What's
fucking
Or
shit show.
renegade.
They did not. They did not listen. To
I
us.
slapped the quickening.
The open
tried-
hand.
I did. I originally in that intro I had like a clip where it said how about how he slaps people, and then it had slapping women, and I was like, maybe a little too far. So it's like I'm not doing this. But
You're
anyways,
you're the Highlander now, dog.
Oh man, that would have been great. That
I
would have
should
been
have done that,
perfect.
actually. All right. Well, AJ, that was great.
Thanks.
All right, Aaron, you ready to move on? Do your history?
Yeah, sorry, OBS crashed like 3 times.
you're
I think I'm
good.
good now.
All right, and I did upload your clip you sent me. So here we
Sweet, thanks.
go. Why do you like Jeff Daniels?
Whoa. A little bit.
It's the
Yeah.
AI Christopher Lambert.
Oh my
I
god.
think he's penciled in.
I need water.
It's like pastel Christopher Lambert.
can't decide if I'm an old guy from Jersey, if I'm from prehistoric Scotland,
I really thought that.
but I want
same
to
thing.
bang random people in the alleyway.
Well,
Yeah.
let's not. Yes, that was
Does
understandable.
anybody see my sword?
Speaking honestly, he really reminded me of Joe Biden when he.
Oh
was
yeah,
Christopher Lambert.
yeah, man, he'd be
Like, I'm
a
Enough of that
shoe-in.
talk, Jack.
Like he kind of looked like him. And
He could be a
everything.
shoe-in. He even was forgetting stuff like him,
Yeah.
like lines.
Fell
Yeah.
asleep at the opera.
Yeah, I forgot he was even in the movie.
What?
Yeah,
What you want me to watch this shit?
Why?
All right.
What is this accent? This is like some awful.
That's how,
New
like,
York.
that's how, exactly. He keeps changing his accent throughout the movie. It's so
That
frustrating.
is not at all what he sounds
I
like.
don't remember that, but yeah.
That was terrible.
Cha 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 cha. Hey, I need water.
yeah. It was more like a. I'm an elderly man.
That's much better.
Oh,
that's
that's
good.
good.
Who
That's
has a bad old man voice?
What are you doing on my lawn?
You hit me with a bottle and hurt me, but
Who
I can
am
kill
I?
people with a sword.
Where are you?
again.
Who is this?
I'm Hellinger.
AJ,
The dome. Does anybody see the dome?
I
It's like
think
the
Aaron-
Hellinger voice, isn't
Like I don't
it?
even know if we need to spin the wheel. I think like Aaron just is off.
Oh, he kicked himself off.
That was terrible.
I mean, you can kick me off. I spent an
Christopher
hour
Lambert.
making an AI video instead of researching this
Yo,
movie.
I'm walking here. I'm
Yeah.
Need like a
Don't be only
lightning
one.
strike,
There could be only one
a
Highlander on
lightning
this sidewalk.
filter or something.
Anyways, go ahead,
Can
Aaron.
I borrow your hoverboard?
Aaron, you
I'm
about
off
done?
clipped over here.
You about wrapped up on this section?
Okay, so there's something to talk about there. There are 3 versions of this freaking movie. 3 versions, okay?
Okay.
Boom. There's an American version, there's a British version, and then the Renegade version. I watched the Renegade version on Tubi.
Okay.
Okay,
I watched
so there's
the
a
Tubi
there's
version.
a
Me
there's
too.
a cool page I found on Figment Fly. Somebody wrote an article kind of outlining all of the differences in the way the film goes.
Yeah.
So like in the American version, the sun rises in August 1999. But in the Renegade version, we get this cool prologue about the world's coming to an end. Everybody lives under a dome in the year
Yeah, that's
2024.
what I read.
Wasteland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the opera then, right?
Yeah. Then we get
Yeah.
the opera, right? So you get like it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna like go through the whole thing, but there is significant changes in the way the movie
Wow,
flows,
That's wild.
and like the ending's different. Like
Wow.
on the American version, Connor stays on Earth with Louise. On the British version, Connor and Louise go to Zeist, which is
That's
like
crazy.
a different planet. Although in the Renegade version, it's not a different planet. They're
That's
just
awesome.
they're traveling through the time. So it makes I don't know.
I had the Amazon Prime like notes up, like the trivia things. I don't know why I couldn't turn them off for some reason, but they were talking about like how like the script and stuff was just such a mess that like the story just like concludes with itself in weird ways that just doesn't work at all.
It
Making
seems
sense.
like they pulled
Yeah.
a Cloverfield with it, where it was some sci-fi script they had laying around, and they just like put Highlander in it.
Oh, so stupid.
Let's
Yep.
let's
So-
save that for the movie talk.
All right,
guys.
Yep.
fair.
But
fair.
AJ, did you watch the Renegade version too?
Yeah, I watched
that
the one that was on Amazon, and I think I got it through AMC or something.
Yeah,
I don't know,
that's the
but
Renegade version.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, there are different run times. Like there's a lot of differences between them. The director was Russell Mulcahy. Mulcahy.
yeah. He's done some. He did the original one,
This
right?
dude, yeah, exactly. Well, he's done
Yeah.
the original Highlander, Resident Evil Extinction,
Oh,
Teen
man.
Wolf.
Oh, which
The
one's that?
TV
That one's a good
series.
one.
Teen Wolf.
He did Scorpion 2: Rise of the Warrior. He did do Crash and Burn, that movie we want to
Robot
watch.
Jox.
Crash and Burn.
Man, we should watch that. That's probably gonna be really good.
3.
Didn't we do that already?
No, not that one. But this is. Oh no, sorry, wrong. Crash and Burn. That's Michael Madsen. I don't want to watch that. Yeah, he did. He did The Sitter. He did tons of stuff. He has 167
That's
director
cool.
credits. So he's been.
I mean,
He's
the
been
first
doing awesome
Highlander is
stuff.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
First
yeah,
time
yeah.
was awesome.
Yeah, like
First Highlander is awesome.
it had. Yeah.
The version of Highlander 2 that I remember must have been the original American
The
version because it was.
theatrical version.
Yeah, it was very different than what I remember. But I also saw that probably 30 years ago or something. So I don't know. Of course, Christopher Lambert's in here. We get Sean Connery, of course, who's slapping people left and right. We got
He
Michael
shouldn't have been in the
Ironside.
movie.
What is his
I'm a
accent? 'Cause
Spaniard.
it's not even. He's
That's
supposed to be Scottish, but that's not how Scottish people sound. I feel like he's just an asshole. I don't
Sean
know.
Connery.
It's just being Sean Connery, man.
He
He's
is
very
Scottish.
Scottish.
That's his accent.
Yeah, he's just being himself.
No, I'm saying
His
I understand
character
he
a
is Scottish,
Spaniard, right?
but he doesn't sound Scottish to me. Scottish people don't quite sound like that. I feel like he's
he
doing
cuts
something
cuts
else.
down the brogue a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
So Michael Ironside
We'll
has
get
some
all
interesting
into
stuff.
Sean Connery. Don't
Oh,
worry.
good.
Ooh, I'm gonna do well on that
I wanna
one.
get in there.
Colonoscopy picks.
He's so smooth the way he walks.
He's smooth, all right.
Oh no!
So Michael Ironside had this to say about the movie. Yeah, listen, I hated that script. We all did. Me, Sean, Chris, we were all in it for the money on this one. I mean, it read as if it had been written by a 13-year-old boy, but I'd never played a barbarian swordsman before, and this is my first big evil mastermind type. Figured if I was going to do this stupid movie, I might as well have fun and go as far over the top as I
True.
possibly could. All that eye rolling and foaming at the mouth was me deciding that if I was going to be in this piece of shit like this movie, I'm going to be the most memorable fucking thing in it, and I think I succeeded. He was
Might as well
fantastic.
go all
That's
in.
why Michael
Yeah.
Ironside is so fucking cool.
He's great,
he's
man.
just cool.
He's great. Treasure that man.
He is. He's just awesome. All right, so there's a ton of stuff to talk about. I know we're going to get into this kind of organically in the conversation. So, Chris, will you roll that beautiful AI-generated bean footage?
Jesus.
All right, here we go.
You ever pondered the unexpected turns life can take? Picture this, the immortal Scottish swordsman, Conor MacLeod, trading his centuries-old claymore for a chalkboard. That's right, the protagonist from the cult classic Highlander, played by Christopher Lambert, is about to embark on a journey that is both ordinary and extraordinary in equal measures. Cast your mind back to the 18th century. MacLeod, a man of many battles, many lives, many identities, finds himself in the heart of the Scottish Highlands. The wind whips around him, carrying tales of his victories and losses. The taste of victory is still fresh, but the weight of immortality weighs heavily on him. He yearns for something different, something normal. Fast forward to the present day. MacLeod, now known as Mr. Lambert, stands at the front of a middle school classroom in Iowa. The scent of chalk dust and the sound of eager young minds replace the smell of battle and the clash of swords. He is no longer a warrior, he is a teacher, but beneath the calm exterior, the heart of a Highlander still beats. In the past, he wielded his sword to protect the world. Now he wields knowledge, shaping young minds and preparing them for the battles of life. He teaches history, of course, adding a unique perspective with first-hand accounts of events that happened centuries ago. His stories captivate his students, stirring their imaginations and inspiring them to learn more. But even as Mr. Lambert finds joy in his new role, his past is never far behind. The shadows of his immortal life still linger, threatening to disrupt the peace he has found. The timeless adversaries are not done with him yet. His experiences as a teacher have changed him, but will they be enough to face the challenges that lie ahead? As the school bell rings and the students rush out, a mysterious figure looms in the doorway. A chill runs down Mr. Lambert's spine, a feeling all too familiar. The past has caught up with him. The question is, will he face it as Conor MacLeod, the Highlander, or as Mr. Lambert, the middle school teacher? Stay tuned, for the battle is far from over. The classroom and the Highlands are set to collide in a way you've never seen before.
What? What was the music? Was that also generated?
Why did he have a giant pencil in a cornfield?
Okay, so the prompt was write a movie promo for a sequel to Highlander, in which he becomes a middle school teacher in Iowa.
How was it so long?
So that's why the
Couldn't hear
cornfield.
any of it.
Yeah, the music was like,
Oh, was the music really loud?
yeah.
It was really
Okay, sorry.
Well,
Did it
no, for
generate
me
the
it was
music
just
too?
it was all garbled because of my
Oh,
shitty connection, so I didn't get any of it.
Did it generate the music?
There were giant
too?
pencils
Okay, so
and cornfields.
It
and
generated
Harry Potter looking
generated
kids.
scenes and it generated the dialogue.
Oh,
I added in AI generated images I made, and then I found other AI generated music.
Oh my
and
god,
put
you
it
did a
in
lot
there.
of work to
I
this.
put a lot of work in this piece of shit.
It's so goddamn
sorry
long.
I couldn't watch it.
I have no idea why it's so long.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
just what it does, and I tried to make it shorter, but it just kept making it the same length. It's
You
like
have to
you
tell
will
it
listen to
specifically. Tell it
Yeah.
when it'll be a minute.
It's like you will listen to my promo here. I don't know.
Funny. All right.
It's time to vote.
Well, Aaron's
somebody.
off, right?
It's time to vote.
Please vote me off.
Here we go. We're spinning the Highlander wheel again.
All
There
right.
can be only one.
Oh no.
Oh.
Viv, you are out, my friend.
Oh no.
Bam. And now there are four.
There can be only four.
All right, time to move on, guys, and talk about Highlander 2, The Quickening. Here we go.
Or
I
not.
hit the button. Oh, no, I didn't.
For only $2 a month.
Hey everyone, this is Chris, and just reminding you in the still of tonight to go to patreon.com/badmovienight and sign up. For $2 a month, you get access to the exclusive bonus podcast pre-show, as well as other bonuses. That's patreon.com/badmovienight. Why am I big again?
It's pretty funny.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Why are you Mel Gibson with a pencil? Anyways.
I wanted to point out the pencils that the AI generated.
Erasers on the.
That's cool. The pencils are
It's
pretty
on the
cool.
point end.
I liked the chalkboard in the
I don't
one
think
scene.
students
Oh my
use pencils
God.
anymore, though.
There's so many cool ones.
That's cool.
That's disturbing.
Because he's in Iowa.
Do you have the one with the chalkboard, Aaron, where it says the
Some
higgy
iron brimstone
higgy?
Oh, I gotta find that one again.
All right.
Yeah.
AJ.
Ah.
Highlandies. There's so many good ones. It's so
Think of
awesome.
who he looks like.
Yeah, I don't. This is like cult leader vibes. It's really
Yeah, a little
weird.
bit.
It's pretty awesome. I mean, I guess teachers are cult leaders, right, Rebecca?
In a way.
Yep.
Is that a number 2 pencil?
I don't know.
It's a
But this,
tiny
I love this
logo.
one.
What is a number 1 pencil? That one is good.
He's
All
like
right,
a superhero.
Is he holding a match?
He's holding a little
Oh, no,
one,
He's holding a smaller pencil.
Little pencil.
but still an enlarged pencil.
But yeah, still a giant pencil, but not.
I'm sorry. I just love this one so much. It's so good. AI stuff is amazing. Chris, I'm sorry to derail. It's just so damn good.
It's related to the movie.
Yeah, it's kind of related, right?
Yeah.
The visuals are great for a podcast.
Yeah.
AJ, what did you think of? What did you think of Highlander 2 for the love of God?
Yeah, Highlander 2. You know, it's been a couple years since I saw the first movie, but I did have fond memories of the original Highlander. I've never seen the second one. I was quite shocked by like how different it is from the first movie in every sense. I mean, it really is not a Highlander movie. Like I was confused watching it. The story was nonsense because the writing was bad. Why was he an old man? And why was he doing such a bad old man voice? I just have questions.
He gave up his immortality at the end of the first movie, AJ.
I don't know. I did not like this at all.
He was the only one.
It was bad. I mean, it looked good, but it was bad.
Okay. Not a big fan.
No.
I don't even know if I want to go to this asshole. Aaron, what did you think?
Yeah? You have a question for me, Chris?
What did you think of Highlander 2?
Okay, so yes, overall, this is a mess of a movie, and maybe the version we watched is extra messy. As bits and pieces, I loved the various scenes. I love the atmosphere. I love the look of the movie. It just doesn't really make much sense to me. I'm still struggling to understand like what was going on. He travels he gets sent from the past to the future to 2024, where the world is dying basically, and they live under a dome. He's now old, but they send people to kill him. He kills them, becomes young again, and then they send another guy to the future to try to kill him. But they can't die in the future, but they can die in the future.
If you cut their head off.
You got it.
Yeah. And then Sean Connery's just randomly introduced as like, I'm your old uncle and I'm going to be here. And you're like, why is he here?
Why is
Why is he
connected.
slapping people?
They're connected
He's
with the
great.
magic.
And I love him in the movie, but I don't understand why he's even there or what the point of him is. So this is a clusterfuck of a movie, but it was very entertaining.
Lindsay.
Yeah, this movie's dumb as shit, but it's got so much cool stuff in it. Like some of the scenes, I was like, are they shooting this like on leftovers from Batman '89? Is what some of
looks
this
like.
stuff looked like? Honestly, it did.
Yep.
I was legitimately asking myself that question because a lot of it looks like Batman '89. But you have Michael Ironside. You have so many cool set pieces. There's so many scenes that were just very broad in scope, and it gives this movie so much production value, even though it makes zero sense. And I liked all the bad chroma key and miniatures and matte paintings, everything they did with that. It's got so many special effects in it, and it's a mess, but it's a fun mess.
Rebecca.
Yeah, the writing in this really let everything else down. If they would have had a decent writer, it could have been so much better with everything that they did have available to them and were using. And it just, I mean, there's only so much you can do when the script is hot garbage. And that's what this was.
Kind of like the Batman.
This is like reheated garbage.
Lukewarm garbage.
Yeah.
The center's
Spiv.
still cold.
Spiv, what did you think?
I hadn't seen any Highlander movies before, so this was kind of new. So I didn't. So I didn't have like lofty expectations from the first one. It made no sense. It was more interesting to me to read about the production history of it, where the director blames the production company, and but you know they didn't write the script, he did. So yeah,
They did a terrible job with
Maybe
my
that's-
horrible idea.
Yeah, it's like, no, the aliens, that was their idea. Yeah, so, no, it was fun. It had cool parts. I liked the beginning, pretty much up until that kind of, where the assassins come back and try to get McLeod, and then it just kind of went off the rails and meandered, honestly, until the end, so. Best part was Michael Ironside's by far.
Yeah.
It's hard to judge the writing because I feel like this movie's so hacked apart and put together in ways that it was never meant to be. But also, I think the main problem here is that it feels like two stories shoehorned together in some way that doesn't make any sense. The whole
Very forced.
Shield B plot, A plot of the movie.
Yeah.
That is the A plot, right? The shield.
Yeah,
thing?
but it's like it shouldn't be. It should be about the Highlanders and their journey through time, similar to like the first one.
Yeah. Or the aliens from the planet Zeist.
But
Yeah,
There's
that's
just too much going on.
Yeah.
But it had been so long, I didn't quite remember Highlander 1. But it felt to me like they just kind of started over in this one or something.
Yeah.
And
well. They do talk a little bit about like when the street thugs find him and other people are talking to him. They're like, "Oh, he's the Highlander. He saved the world."
yeah, I mean,
So
I remember.
there is some sort of. But I don't remember at the end of the first one him being like a worldwide hero.
They were referring to him. He
He put
designed
up
the shield.
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah.
it is?
Yeah.
It's something like that.
So
Then
he's
that one lady hated him.
he's a master wizard engineer because he's immortal from the past.
He's
Yeah.
alive 500 years. You can read.
He went to every university.
He's
Totally
gotten
pretty
all
smart.
this knowledge.
He went to
Yeah.
the Fry Institute, Aaron.
He got that degree.
He went to ITT Tech.
Yeah.
But in the first one, he fights not Tom Clancy, Clancy Brown.
Oh man, that'd be a movie right there.
Now we have a writer.
Fuck, yeah.
I think it was Clancy Brown or something,
Yeah, Clancy
right?
Brown. Yes.
But
He's great in it.
And that movie also starts in the past and then takes place in the modern day.
But the
Where it's more like
80s,
the
though.
present.
Late 80s,
Present.
Yeah. So this is like 40 years
And
later.
This
it's
is
like
80s
this.
future.
It's a like personal story because Clancy Brown kills his wife, if I recall.
Yes.
And so, like, that's cool. They have this epic battle through time. And I felt like in that movie, they also sold the powers more. Like, when you kill someone and chop their head off, you gain their power. You gain something. And in this, it was like, I'm Joe Biden. I killed this guy by accident. And now all of a sudden, I'm youthful again. But then when he killed other people, it didn't feel like he gained any more power.
Well, that
Oh, he got younger.
Did he? I mean,
he
he did
maxed-
have
he
sex
maxed
with
He
that
walked out of the
Virginia Madsen
fire
or
and he
whatever.
looked good.
Was that Virginia Madsen? Is that
It was
right?
Virginia Madsen. Yeah.
And she just fell in love with him because he was young, right? That's what
He
happened.
they
He's
just went,
Christopher Lambert.
they just boned in
That's
that
what she
dirty
said. She's like,
alleyway.
"Oh, you're Christopher Lambert,
Lindsay
but
knows.
younger." Fuck.
Is Christopher Lambert a sex pot? I don't know. As the kids say.
What? A honeypot?
Kids say that.
Christopher Lambert's a sex.
Look right here.
I think they
She's
would
like,
say,
"Look at
"Who's
that
Christopher Lambert?"
Yeah. Okay, look.
Yeah.
She's like, "Are you a sex
And
pot?"
what is a sex pot?
Yeah, wait.
Right.
We need a definition here, Chris.
Who are you and how did you get in here?
Ask ChatGPT what that word means.
No, you do it. I'm busy
Yeah,
hosting the
high
show. I'm busy hosting the show.
Well, because her character is she's like the leader of this rebel group.
Yeah.
That's against the shield.
Terrorist
That
group.
thinks the shield and the shield company is a big fat lie, and that we don't need the shield anymore.
Yeah.
And she and
She
her
broke
team
in,
break in, pretty
hardcore.
stealthily. But so she finds data that there's no radiation above the shield. That we can get rid of the shield and be fine. So she goes to Christopher Lambert. Like, she has like all this respect for him or whatever. Like she knows who he is and like he's this great mind, but now he's young too.
Yeah,
So-
He's a
she's
sex bot.
conflicted.
Look
Let's
at
get
him.
it
Look at
on.
that.
So Bing started telling me what it means, and then it quickly cleared itself and said, let's try a different topic. Sorry about that.
Damn thing.
It's so censored.
I think though, like I love the look of this movie. It is like Batman
Oh,
mixed
super.
with Blade
Yeah.
Runner,
Yeah.
and it has that blue
look cool.
tint to everything. And
Well, because the shield is blue, and yeah,
but it's got
Yeah,
like they
It
they
all
like
lined up.
hazed it and fogged it
Yeah.
in every scene, and
Nice
it's
matte painting.
dripping with
Well, they
style.
spent $30 million on this thing.
And then
in Argentina, yeah.
in Argentina, which is
It's
$30
like
million,
$300 million.
$300 million if you do the
Maybe.
currency.
Do they film a lot of movies in Argentina? Like, that's interesting, isn't it?
Well, I'm sure they do, AJ. But
Guess so.
when I was watching this, there's the sequence where he's fighting the little porcupine men, and they're
Porcupine
like
twins?
Yeah,
they're
they get
flying
the-
around.
Yeah,
Wings,
Sonic and
the
Knuckles, you
hoverboard.
mean? Sonic and
Yes.
Knuckles.
They were awesome looking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was a cool scene.
yeah,
And
they'd
I
be great
think-
for. Yeah,
I thought their character design was really cool. I hated the
Yeah.
guy who kept doing the tongue stuff. That was gross.
Yeah.
The
But
one guy had a creepy laugh though. It was
The
good.
maniacal
Yeah.
laughing.
He wasn't a
And the
sex bot, Chris?
explosions in that scene were amazing.
the whole time I was thinking, like, if this was shot nowadays, they would have just green screened these guys on these hoverboards, and it wouldn't have been nearly as cool.
yeah, that's true. They spent a lot of
So-
money for no reason.
What does Aaron have?
They ran over the one guy with the train.
Sex bot typically refers
Cut
to a
his
person,
head
usually a
right
woman, who is
I think-
considered highly attractive and sexually alluring.
This is a real
Thank
word,
you.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
I use
Spiv,
that word all the time.
Spiv, why does no one ever
All
think
the
I know what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
Spiv knew what sex bot was. You know why?
Yeah.
Because he is one.
Ex-
Yeah, but Chris, it's not sure if you are. This is the problem, though.
Oh, I never claimed to be. I'm not Christopher
You sure?
Lambert. Christopher Rupert.
Nah,
Because here
it's
it's
Christopher
not
Lane.
saying.
What is this shit?
Don't train the AI.
Oh.
can be
ChatGPT
subjective
doesn't
and
think I'm a sex
potentially
bot? This is
disrespectful.
I'm making some assumptions about you, Chris.
ChatGPT doesn't want to make any
You should send it a
assumptions about
picture,
you.
Aaron. See what it says.
No,
Let's
do
not break the
send my
internet.
pictures
Let's
in.
not break the internet, okay?
Okay.
So, I don't know if it's a fault with this. Like, I don't know if there's a fault with the script. Maybe it does make sense if you took the original script and made it just the way it was written. Maybe it all comes together in some ways.
Really?
But when they showed Christopher Lambert and what's that fucking Scottish bastard's name? Octavius.
Connery.
Sean
Connery.
Connery.
Oh my god.
When he was back in the past
Jesus.
of the alien space
Viet.
world,
Planet Zeist.
when
Zeist,
they were
I thought it was Viet.
when they were
It's
on
a-
LV-426 before the spaceship crashed or something.
This is the Dune part.
Yeah, I was gonna say
This is Dune.
Yeah. Why didn't they just make Dune?
Was this in the past and a different world?
Yes.
Or just-
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, like if
Past
it wasn't
and a different
confusing
world.
enough, why not?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
think this is what Mormonism is based on.
Really?
This kind of shit. I'm not even kidding. I think Mormons believe
No,
something
Really?
like this.
it's they're
No,
based
it's
on
Scientology.
You think it's Scientology with
Xenu.
robots?
I don't think ChatGPT it. Find out. I think Mormons
Mormons
believe in
have a
aliens.
Mormons
planet,
believe
right?
that there was another
Jesus
dude who came
was an
back in the
alien.
18
No, I think they
in the
get their own
1800s who was like
planet
an
when they
apo-
die, don't
No,
they?
yeah,
Mormons
Chris
get
is
their
right,
own
yeah.
planet?
Yeah.
See, Spiff, right about sex pot, right about Mormons. Suck it, Aaron.
Wait, they get a special planet?
They go
I thought they just had special underwear.
Yeah, no, Jesus went to like the planet Zoroastria or something.
Xenu or something like that.
Yeah.
Is what
No,
I
that's
think
Scientology. No, that's
Xenu
robots.
Scientology.
Whatever. It's all the same bullshit.
Robot gods.
It's all the same bullshit.
And look at
Jesus
these guys. They're
planet.
like, join our band or we'll send you to the future. or
Those guys
some
were
shit.
cool.
Kolob.
They were cool.
They were cool.
What was it, Spiff?
Kolob.
Kolob. Exactly.
They were like one entity.
They were.
Huh.
I didn't understand them. Again, I didn't understand any of this. This is almost like
They could have
The-
cut out all of those past scenes and it would have been better.
well, it kind of starts to feel like Superman or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's now just Superman, like the same backstory.
Well, we spent a lot of time in that like downtown city scene. Like they use that set
It's
a lot in that movie. Like
Future
they're-
New York.
the first 30 minutes past the opening, you're stuck there in the streets.
It is cool though.
It's
Yeah,
a
look
cool
at that.
set though, yeah.
But like
Look at it. It's all
30 minutes in, you still don't know what the fuck's going on.
It's okay.
30
I was-
minutes.
I was on
An hour and 20.
Fighting on a train.
Finish the movie, and I still don't know what's going on.
I feel like I understood what was going on.
Yeah?
I just don't feel like any of it was earned. Like, I understood him and Michael Ironside had some sort of, they had set up that battle. They're obviously enemies, but they don't justify it beyond that. Then they quickly set up that Christopher Lambert and Sean Connery are friends for all time, but they don't do anything beyond that. Then they set up, the world is encapsulated by a fucking dome.
Why?
Because of the ozone
Because
layer.
the ozone layer is.
But what does that have to do with like Highlander?
Exactly. Nothing. AJ.
It feels like they took two scripts, like Chris said. Oh, I got this partially written script about the future, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and I want to make another Highlander movie. So I'm just going to shoehorn Highlander into this eco-disaster future movie.
I think they wanted it to be like a future instead of a present, because like in Highlander 1, he just goes to the present. And they're like, all right, we already did that. So now we got to send him either, more into the
They
future.
need to send him to space, Chris.
They need to
That's
send
what they
him.
need to do.
They did in Fortress 2 Re-Entry, and that movie is fucking great too. Aaron, they send Christopher Lambert into space.
In what, Fortress?
Fortress 2.
Fortress 2.
Yeah, that was like his last big movie, right?
I don't know.
We should watch that.
So, if the dome thing hadn't been like a major plot point, I probably would have been way more on board with this thing. Right? Because the dome is dumb.
I mean, why not just
are we on
keep
board
it
with the
the
dome?
classic story where there can only be one Highlander?
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
that's what
Multiple.
Highlander
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they send him to the future. He has to fight them all off. It gets harder and harder, like a video game.
Yes.
Boom, you're
But
done.
he already did that in the
Boss
first
fight.
one.
Did that in the first
And
one.
so
but
what?
Spiv,
He's in the
but-
future now.
But
If
Spiv,
there-
in the
if
first one,
there
they
can
didn't have
be
this huge
only
fan
one,
in this room.
That was a nice set too. If there can be only one, they had to do something different because he is the one. Then
The one.
Well-
they had to send
Well, they
him
should have just been like, actually, there could be only two.
there was actually
There can be as many as you want them to
Right.
be.
And even if you do die, like
Oh,
Sean
man.
Connery did in the first one, you can be called back.
That's cool. What if you
again.
die and you go to an alternate universe and the movie starts there? And there's a lot of Highlanders. And then there can be
There's-
hundreds.
Oh, you get called to
Well,
hell.
there's like
Highlander
2 or
in
3
hell.
more movies, so who knows what it is.
We could have wrote
That's
this
true.
shit.
Lindsay, it could be like called to save the dinosaurs or.
I know in one of them, Christopher Lambert and the guy who plays him on the
Adrian
TV show are both in
Paul?
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like the 4th one, I think. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he's in it. Oh, that's so
God,
good.
he's so good.
So okay, remind me. I know there can be only one, but how was there many to begin with?
Because the bad people get banished to Earth, to the future Earth.
the
Where
aliens
they can be immortal.
from the planet
And then when
Zeiss.
there's one left, then they can decide whether or not to come back to the past.
Yeah, they got a choice
planet,
to come
whatever.
back.
Or they can stay and grow old and die.
But it made it sound like they wanted him to come back.
Oh,
like, I don't-
Ironside
They were
did.
waiting on him.
Like, why?
I don't know. I
They
feel
banished him.
Almost
I feel like if
it's-
I hadn't seen someone in hundreds of years, I couldn't give a shit about them and probably wouldn't remember them. I've been alive that
there's
long.
no-
You're telling me I remembered Michael Ironside?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Well, there's nothing else like bonding them besides that they were enemies on the battlefield.
Yeah,
That's it.
and he saw him the one time.
Yeah, and 100
Yeah.
years have passed. Like, what's happening now in the world? You know, who cares?
Well,
I
and
thought-
Michael Ironside he's waited for the 100 years, but then he's like, that's it. I can't wait anymore.
Yeah.
He has no patience. He just ran out.
And then he hijacks the subway car.
That was cool.
That was
That was
awesome.
Made no sense,
Yeah,
but
it
it was
was.
cool.
Yeah, oh boy, they went 600 some miles an hour.
Keep it.
Maybe that's just the movie
and
you
he's
make.
just laughing maniacally.
That's the movie. A crazy man steals a subway car.
This should have been Speed 2.
This is what they need to do. Is like the Highlanders are like prisoners or something, and he escaped
Oh,
Yeah.
and it's a train and it can't stop.
something, and that's why he's so unhinged and crazy. Or maybe because he killed all
train
the other
stops, they
Highlanders.
die.
He
It
has
needs a
so much
crossover
power or
with the
something.
Rutger Hauer movie with the exploding head thing.
That'd be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Wedlock.
That's Wedlock, yeah.
How can you make
Which they
new
stole
Highlanders?
from Running Man.
How'd they do in the cartoon?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I just remember being really good.
You make new
when
Highlanders?
a man and a woman love each other, guys.
When a Highlander and a Lowlander love each other, they make a
I-
Midlander.
Yeah.
They say there could be only one?
Yeah.
One thing I really loved in this movie was that the world building is kind of there because we get a lot of like Verhoeven social satire and stuff in this. Like we get the fake TV show commercials. We have the signs about life is better under the dome and all that kind of stuff, and the news reports.
I love the
and
plane
things
thing.
like that.
When they were
the
no,
plane
it was
video.
great.
Yeah.
the plane
Yes,
video was really good.
Oh, that plane exterior shot was so bad.
It was 91.
It was, yeah, but compared to the rest of that movie,
This shot is
I had some
amazing.
12
Yeah.
monkeys.
Nice mirrors.
12 monkeys.
It
Yeah,
just
that's
kept
cool.
going and going and
12
going.
monkeys, yeah.
Like some surrealism happening in there. It's great.
so I gathered with the dome when that went in, like it blocked out the sky, right, and it was just nighttime all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't they just put some lights
that
in
would be
it?
tough.
Horrible vitamin D deficiencies.
All they had to do was
Some-
climb up to the mountain.
Just put some like fluorescence up there.
It was
You know?
stairs, too, Steph.
Some
was a-
stairs.
Some
It went
green
was-
fluorescent lights.
There was a sign, Chris. It said, "No unauthorized personnel."
That'll
Yeah,
stop
no
us.
Stay
parking,
out.
Chris.
How did they make the dome? Where did they get all that metal from?
It
It
was
was
electric.
It was
It's
electric. Boogie.
They
How does that
needed-
make
They
sense?
needed all of the world's power, and shot it up through that pyramid to the satellite.
Oh my god.
That did some sort of electromagnetic thing.
That's like a utility bill.
You got to pay attention, AJ.
Yeah, you have intention to span.
clearly-
I guess I didn't pay attention enough. Yeah.
I just don't understand how they went up that mountain that quick.
They drove.
No, but then they got out and walked.
Yeah, that was right there.
And it was like 3 miles
They'd
up. but
driven
they're like,
most
"Ah,
of the
whatever."
way.
Well, they're not big mountains.
It said shield roof.
Because they were,
ahead.
I mean, they drove from New York, right?
Yeah, but these are big ass mountains when they show it then.
True.
Oh, and that, yeah.
It's the Adirondacks.
As much as this movie didn't make sense, it was still really pretty good, I think.
Right,
'cause-
yeah.
It's fun. Yeah, it looked good. It looked good.
It looked good. I
It's
got
just
bored.
a
It had that.
mess of a script.
It
Yeah.
was, if it was an hour and a half, I probably would have been like completely forgiving everything, but it was 2 hours long.
It really drug at the end.
Yeah,
I'm
it
like,
did.
can we just fucking
Wrap
have this
it
final
up.
battle and
Yeah.
shut down the shield like with a big button or something?
we did get to see Sean Connery explode.
True.
Yeah.
And we
That's
got to
something.
see him go shopping. That was a fun scene.
Oh, the shopping scene.
Yeah.
Oh
It was
yeah.
very, very
Like
He
wacky.
had to.
That was
get
fun.
His outfit.
Are pearls worth that much?
No.
I don't think so.
I mean, 2024.
Oh, and his pants.
Maybe
are
when you
they're
live
way
under
too
a
small.
dome, they are.
That's true.
I got
'Cause
flashbacks
all
to like The
all
Rock. There.
Ocean life is dead. Because
Yeah.
we have no sun.
Well, that's true.
Oh, that's
There
true.
are no pearls anymore.
How would you? Yeah, how would we survive if you're not
We
getting any?
wouldn't.
They didn't think that through.
Sun lamps.
Vitamin D3, Chris.
What about the plants?
You don't need that much. Like, you don't want a bunch
What do
of
you
UV.
need plants for? Vertical garden.
He's
Genetically
got some
engineered.
Brondo.
You just
Where
get
would-
open vertical
Scalpel plants
gardens
crave.
everywhere.
What about like?
That's what we're doing now.
What about like CO2 and oxygen?
It's
and all that
overrated.
shit?
You just pump it. It's a cycle. Pump it in, Chris.
Pump it.
Make your own.
I don't think I trust your science.
It's better than yours most times.
Yeah, they should have a scene where people were like getting sick because of the dome.
Yeah.
That'd be
There was
cool.
some
Yeah.
kind of dome,
Yeah.
Dome sickness.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be sweet. Can they
So,
turn
like,
into
little
mutants?
mole people.
They turn into
Yes,
mutants, so they go
mutants.
underground.
Do they ever
Oh,
explain
man.
why all
The
the tech
dome
is like
people.
stuck in the 60s?
No, it's
Like
an
all the
aesthetic.
cars.
They're all
and
driving
stuff.
old cars and things.
Yeah.
It's true. It's because they shot in South America.
But I mean, just cutting through this, there's so much cool imagery here.
Yeah. It's such. They must have spent so much money on this fucking mess.
I'm so old and need water.
Oh, and he plays a Queen song. The
Yep.
only Queen song
Yeah,
in
a
the
little
movie.
homage to
But
the first one.
Biden totally looks like him to me.
Hey, Jack, you got any ice cream?
I don't understand.
pre-show content,
I like
yeah.
cookies.
That lady at the bar hit him with the glass bottle, and it like nearly killed him. Like he was hurt and in pain, and then he goes out on the street and just defeats this guy like it was
But
nothing.
he's still immortal. at
They
that
Right.
point.
because
It
the
heals.
guys jump forward in time to fight him, so he turns immortal again.
Yeah, he
This
can
is
only
so
die
stu-
by
so
getting his head
stupid.
cut off.
Clearly explained.
This is so
It's
stupid.
clearly explained.
Did you
I'm a
watch the
spiv.
movie?
I don't know. I watched the long version. of it.
You watched it while it was over here. You barely paid attention.
They zoomed in on his cut, and it just heals right
Yeah.
now.
It's like Wolverine.
Showtime.
Oh, that scene where they all get shot and stuff.
That was cool.
Right.
That was cool.
That was like gruesome. Yeah.
Like they each
very
got
good
shot
scene.
100 times.
John C. McGinley's
That was
in it.
fun.
Yeah, he did a pretty good job, but they didn't really do much with him.
No.
'Cause he's
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like the
Evil
beta
corporate
bad
type.
guy. He's
Yeah.
the B plot bad guy.
Pretty much.
There's a scene where John, what's the guy's name in the movie? The Highlander, John Carmichael, John
Cloud?
Connor
McLeod.
McLeod.
Connor McLeod.
Connor McLeod, where he's visiting
McLeod.
like his wife's grave, and then
Yeah.
Michael Ironside shows up.
Yeah.
But how long ago was his wife dead? Like 600
Well, this
years?
is his most recent
1999.
wife.
Yeah, he's on
died
wife
of
like
UV
14.
poisoning.
The one from the first movie.
But-
the chick from the first movie. That's who it is.
But so Michael Ironside had nothing to do with it.
no, nothing.
They just were enemies from
He's
the
just
past.
being-
So
dick.
they're just but why bother putting that in there? Because they're like rehashing things just to be like we're Highlanders. So,
So
like
they wrap up the first movie relationship so he can bang Virginia Madsen.
Yeah.
In
And she
the
gets
alley.
along.
relationship, that girl died 600 years ago.
Well, and it's
Has
his,
that
it's
not
his,
been enough time for him to
No, she
bang Virginia
didn't.
Madsen?
No, his first,
Oh, come on,
second
man.
wife.
Oh, that's
It's
from
the
the
one
first
he
movie.
met
You kidding
in
me?
The first movie.
Oh
when
yeah,
he
she
goes
got
to
the
future.
she got radiation burned.
Dude,
You're
he's
right.
driving a
All right.
Porsche. He's doing whatever he wants, all right?
All right, I
He
see.
has
In
his
the
private
future.
box at the
Yes.
opera.
And everyone knows who he is. He's a celebrity. So, yeah.
Yeah. He
Okay.
designed the
So-
People
desert.
are throwing themselves at him.
So then at one point, they're stuck in a room where there's just a giant fan for some stupid reason.
So weird.
It's the max
It's like
prison.
it's a drill cutter thing.
Oh, I thought it was the scene from Daylight where Stallone goes down through the fan to get into the tunnel.
But in this sequence, Sean Connery does some sort of magic, and then he's like, "I'm leaving the movie, guys. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
because
die.
I gotta go.
Fucking
I gotta
out."
go work on a real
I'm
movie.
out.
And I didn't understand any of that. It's almost like he
You
didn't
gotta
need to be in
use
the
your
movie at
magical
all.
finger, like I use my magical finger, and I'm gonna slap this fan, and then he just disappears. And you're like, where the fuck did he go? And he's never to be seen again.
I really don't understand why he was in the movie.
And
Because they're
then he
friends.
says-
Slap it.
He
And
was
then
in
he-
the movie because Christopher Lambert wouldn't do it unless Sean
Right.
Connery was
Yeah,
in
he
the
asked
movie.
him to put him into the movie, write him in. So they just wrote him in.
Together, they're
then they
great. They
forgot
should
to
have kept him in the
continue.
movie. He should have died at the hands of Michael Ironside at the end to make some sort of impact, instead of just disappearing after magically stopping the fan or whatever.
So he left Highlander 2 and then went to Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves to play King
Yeah.
Richard.
Yep.
Oh, he is in
Uncredited.
that, Yeah.
Yeah. He had to go to do a real movie, all right? Time for Highlander.
Does this movie make money? Do we know?
Prince of
I don't think
Thieves.
so.
I saw the marketing. They spent an insane amount of money
This,
on it.
this movie made like 15 million at the box
They
office.
they ran some kind of
Yeah.
they ran some kind of local theater deal. Like if your theater got the best numbers for it, they sent you on a cruise or something. They sent you somewhere. It was like an award.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's a shame. The production values in this thing are so freaking good. It looks good. It's well shot. It's well acted. I guess
For
it's
what
fine.
it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just take all those sets and made another Blade Runner movie in the 90s.
Blade Runner 2.
Awesome. Yeah.
Blade Runner 2, The Quickening.
All right.
What's the quickening? What the fuck's
Yeah.
I don't know
It's
what
the
they-
lightning that comes
don't
out.
know.
when you chop
It's
the
a
head
cool name, though. I like
off.
it.
It is cool.
You just want the movie to get over quickly.
Why can't they just like every
Quickening.
100 years
Quickening.
the Highlanders come together for the tournament, and then there's personal beef or some shit?
It was actually supposed to be the
From every 500
slappening.
years or something.
But yeah, the whole Highlander, there can only be one. We need to cut each other's heads off. That was the B plot in this movie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it just was stupid.
It was pretty stupid.
You
It
get a cool
was
fight at the end.
Pretty dumb.
Look at that, though.
But yeah, no, the map paintings are great. All the old school special
Yep,
effects.
miniatures.
Can you imagine
Yeah.
being the artist and spending years working on this garbage?
It's
You
not
see the fun.
garbage
It
though.
looks
It
great.
looks
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but no
all
one's gonna
that-
watch this movie.
Well,
millions of people did, man.
Yeah, and they asked for their money back.
It wasn't that bad. If anything, I
sense.
thought you would have loved it with how bleak it was talking about the future.
And from what I've heard, and from what I remember watching as a kid, like the theatrical release makes even less sense.
Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, it's just a shame, honestly.
They made this one to like
look at how
give
cool that
clarity
looks.
to the plot.
It just looks so cool, though.
You just need someone that can write a script. It's such a shame because they had so much going here and the special effects. Like,
Great cast, too.
why not just rewrite the script the night before you start filming? And
Maybe they did. Maybe that's what the problem is.
Yeah, that's the problem.
just get to work and fix it.
All right. Anything else?
Apparently the third movie just forgets this one ever happened.
Yeah, all of them do actually.
Yeah.
This one, they write this one out. This never existed.
It's the gas leak here.
That's probably smart, honestly. All right. Anything else with the Highlander 2?
The Highlander 2.
Okay. Let's do the wheel. Let's remove another person. Are you ready?
Oh, please not me. I got a good movie
only
picked out.
one!
I got a good movie picked out. Come on.
Only one may remain. Oh, Aaron, you're fucked. You're off. Sorry, Aaron.
Sorry, Aaron. Someone's gonna absorb
Then
your
there
power.
were three. Then there were
Shit. It's getting
three.
close.
Big again. Goddamn.
Yeah, it's the wheel. It throws
Every
you
fucking
off.
time, the wheel. All right. AJ, would you recommend Highlander 2, The Quickening?
I mean, like you guys said, it was cool with the special effects, but it was so long. Like it was really long, and like I don't know. I really liked the first Highlander, and this one just like threw that in the garbage and lit the match. So no, I'm not going to recommend it.
Aaron.
Yeah, as a standalone movie, I'd say, yeah, sure, it's fun, it's weird, it doesn't make a lot of sense. But it is so disappointing as a follow-up to Highlander, because there's so much potential here, and there was so much effort that went into this, and it just, the script sucks. I'm really having a hard time recommending it because it is such a mess, but there's definitely a lot of effort that went into this.
Would you have liked a movie that's just about this dome thing and had nothing to do with Highlanders?
Honestly, if it was just like tangentially related, like they have special powers or they're immortals or something, and it's in this future dystopia, sure, cool. But
It's a mutation from the dome.
yeah,
That's how they get.
they got dome sickness, and then you got people that are like AIDS. They like come out and they're like, "We want to destroy the dome. We want humanity to die." Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah,
The mole people,
that'd be cool. You gotta mole people.
the domers, the doomers,
Yeah,
doomers
When
versus
they,
domers.
when they were running around on that dam, though, and those soldiers, I was
That'd be
like,
cool.
this is like
So cool.
Escape from New York. This
it could be like you
is
can't go
badass.
out at night because they eat you or something.
That's so funny.
Dome
They're
dam.
like, "Did you see that? There's just a fish. There's fish in the water."
Yeah.
Idiots.
Lindsay, would you recommend this?
As a sequel, no, because it's a shitty sequel to the first Highlander. They throw everything into the bin and just like, oh, never mind about that stuff. We're just doing whatever the fuck we want. But as a standalone movie, yeah, it's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of production value in this and over-the-top performances. It does get a little boring towards the end, but I think it's worth it.
Rebecca.
I think I'm gonna be a no, just because it has so much potential. It just doesn't quite get there.
Spiv.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence. I mean, there's definitely good parts about it, but overall, it's a pretty bad movie. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Give it a pass.
I think it's worth at least having on a second monitor or something. It's pretty cool. There's times where it looks really great.
Yeah, there's some really
yeah,
great
yeah.
scenes in this movie.
And I like Christopher Lambert, and I like Michael Ironsides. I don't really give a shit about Sean Connery. He's fine.
He's fun in it. I like
He's
his
fun in it.
character.
He's,
was
he's the
good, yeah.
comedic relief in this
True,
movie.
that's true. I love that son of a bitch. I'll change it by opinion. Anyways, all right, let's move on and play a game. Here we go.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind of puppets, right? Your methods are sloppy and your conclusions are hypothetical. Shall we play?
Game.
All right.
Oh.
About
I'm gonna slap you, Money Penny.
Sean Connery.
Slapped, not stirred.
So, what year do you think he was born in?
1937.
30 something, yeah, 36.
No.
1924.
Yeah, I'm saying 27.
1931.
He was born in 1930.
Oh, so close. So close.
Slap that dog.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
probably
what, like
slapped
4
that
years
dog,
ago?
didn't he?
How many films was he in as James Bond?
5. 5. 5.
Nine.
5.
6.
There's Dr. No, there's
He came back
Russia with Love,
for Diamonds Are Forever.
Thunderball.
Octopussy.
Slap that pussy.
5.
Oh, and Never Say Die or whatever. Wasn't he in that too? Yeah, we'll say 5.
Goldfinger.
Oh, Goldfinger. 6.
What about Brownfinger?
7. Wow, that many?
Yep.
Man, he really milked that thing.
What am I missing? There's so many Bond films.
There are.
Yeah.
There's like 27.
It's insane.
In what year was he knighted?
92? 93?
2005?
86.
2006.
2000.
There he is.
He slapped her.
only one.
Which of these jobs did Sean Connery not have before becoming an actor? Milkman,
Bodybuilder.
teacher, Navy sailor, or bodybuilder? Let me read the choices.
I'm sorry.
Bodybuilder.
Bodybuilder.
Teacher.
He was not a teacher.
Oh.
There he is in the
Boy, he's
Navy.
pretty ripped.
There's his bodybuilder. and
Food
he was,
polisher? That sounds like
he was also a coffin polisher.
Nice. Man, you should have had that one in.
That's a
That's like an
euphemism for
HGTV thing. I'm a part-time coffin polisher.
He's got a nice jug
She
there.
collects
too.
boogies.
$3 to $4 million.
Coffin
In
polisher.
what year was he named People Magazine's sexiest man alive?
That was
77.
in the 90s. I thought.
Really?
It was when he was
68.
older.
What? Really?
1983.
1965.
It was 1989.
Yeah.
Older,
Really?
balder, and better.
I mean, they're not wrong.
Yeah, wait. Who's
Old men
up
are
against?
back.
Who's the runners-up? in there?
Well,
John
look at the
Goodman.
bottom. Sexiest hunk is Ken Wall. Sexiest
Huh?
athlete
Who?
is Michael
He was an
Jordan.
actor.
And sexiest big guy is John Goodman.
I agree. I love John
yeah.
Goodman.
John Goodman's
He's amazing.
a treasure, a national hero. Pretty much. Yeah.
It's weird seeing Michael Jordan with hair.
How many total films was he in his career?
Oh boy.
Probably like 60. He did a lot of TV.
25?
He did a lot of TV.
87.
45.
He was in 93.
Wow.
Jesus.
The final
Listen.
one was in 2003.
Really?
Oh, God, yeah, the League of Extraordinary
Oh,
Gentlemen.
no.
Bad.
Yeah.
No, that's sad. It's a sad ticket to go out on.
What was his net worth at the time of his death?
$40.
$200,000.
43
$70
million.
million.
13 million.
$400 million.
Wow.
You just slapped that cash down on the bank.
Where did all
account.
that go? What government got that money?
He was living in the Bahamas when he died.
Did he hire a coffin polisher?
He
Polished his own coffin.
If you want it done right, you gotta do
Gotta
it
do it
yourself.
yourself.
Okay. Thank you, Rebecca.
You're
guess
welcome.
should we spin the wheel another time? And then we'll
Yeah.
have one more after that?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we got
All right.
we got to knock this
I
down.
think you programmed this so that you're the last one.
Program shit.
All a scam.
Are you ready? There can be only one.
No, I had a movie. It was gonna
Yes.
be good.
AJ is out.
This is rigged.
And
Oh.
then there were two.
And then
is
there were
fucking
two.
rigged.
And
I
for
hope
some
it's
reason,
Rebecca.
there's a weird green one still in there, as if there's possibly three.
I'm still alive.
Battle of the Divorcees.
All right.
Actually,
All right.
it was. AJ was in
Yeah,
there,
we
too.
were in there.
Oh, shit, it was, yeah.
Back here.
All right, time to move on. Do some listener feedback. Here we go.
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so, number one.
emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
Last week we checked out Speed 2 Cruise Control in our start of the sequels journey that we're on right now. Jeffrey Long has some alternate titles for us. Speed 2 Quality Control. Speed This 2 The Dumpster. Apathy Box has one. You got it, Chris?
Yeah, I got it now. It was a picture.
Apathy Box Speed 2 Snooze Control.
It's a good,
Good
one,
title.
too.
Yeah.
David Black has one. Meth 2 Cruising for Speed. Mike D. So did anyone else hear that Speed 2 was supposed to be Die Hard 3, but the script was abandoned and rewrote, but then they went back and decided to make it Speed 2 instead?
Didn't we talk about that? On
We
the
talked
podcast?
something.
I think we talked
we
about
talked
that.
about that.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you hanging out with AJ or something?
Yeah, like what? Forgetting stuff, huh?
Matthew Heckman watched Speed 1 in preparation for Speed 2. Speed 2 feels like an insult to be called a sequel.
I agree.
I also don't understand why Annie acts so ditzy and dumb in 2, whereas she's such a main character and essentially saves the day in Speed 1.
Yep.
I think we talked about that during the podcast.
You think with
too,
3
right?
writers,
She's a
they would have
horrible
figured it out.
person in the second one.
Yeah.
I liked her.
Highlander 2 had 3 writers as well. And finally, David Black. Anytime Defoe gets to cheese it up is a good time for me. It was a
They
fun one
should
to
do-
rip on when it was on in the theater.
They should do a movie kind of like The Expendables, but bring back all the famous villains like Hans Gruber and shit, and like Patrick Stewart is the mastermind guy, and like all these like villains.
Who would stop them?
Have like a battle
Mastermind
or something.
is a
I
fun
don't know.
movie. That does it for our listener feedback on Speed 2. Not too much this week. If you want to leave some comments about Highlander 2, The Quickening, you have to hurry because there can be only one. Chris is going to delete the comments before next week.
Yeah, right?
All right, so we're gonna show what we're watching next week.
Well, we're not doing
Because
a wheel.
There's no wheel. It's just
Oh, we just picked.
I just
Don't we need
picked-
a battle wheel here to see who's the remaining?
Yeah, you still have 2 people going.
Okay,
right?
you want to do that first? Okay, we'll
Yeah.
do the final Highlander wheel, and then we'll do my birthday thing.
Okay.
All right. So this Highlander wheel is between me and Rebecca,
Let's
and
go, Rebecca.
no one.
Here we go.
Sean, the ghost
Here
of
we
Sean
go.
Connery.
To go to Sean Connery. So, Rebecca,
He's gonna slap you.
to the victor go the spoils. There can
All
be
right.
only one.
I hope nobody wins this.
Son of a bitch! My fucking birthday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Rebecca. You are
Well,
the
but
Highlander.
she's got to compete against the ghost.
What?
The ghost.
Take
probably left a
yourself
blank
off the
line.
wheel and
Yeah,
run it
we're
again.
done. We're done with this.
No, I want to see. I want to see.
Just out of curiosity.
Oh, there's 2 ghosts. There's 2.
You can't do less.
Rebecca.
Well, Chris, you have
Oh,
a space.
you
You
Oh,
have a
Rebecca, you lost. Sorry.
Lots of the ghosts.
space. Okay, thank you.
All right.
needed that to
So,
go to
Rebecca, after this week, you get to
All right,
do your
so I'll have
Highlander
one.
choice.
I'll have one
Nice.
picked for next week.
You had a good one for us.
All right.
Because whatever we're going to watch tonight is going to be awful. So
God, it's gonna be so bad. Vampire Cop 2.
I have faith. It'll be something good.
yeah, last one he picked. Oh my God, they were in the vent for like 2 hours, running around vents.
Remote relay
Death
controller.
machine.
Sweet.
Button
Yes.
defaults the system to on.
Awesome.
Dasa
The seal in Vault 10 has been breached.
Look at this.
10
Oh,
cool.
shit.
Creature's
Smith,
so
this
fucking
movie's
awesome.
fucking awesome.
Movie of
It's
the
got
year,
Brad
guys.
Dourif.
Movie of the
Look at
year.
this shit. This is going to be off the chains. I love this movie. Look at the papers. You know it's good when they got papers going
And it
everywhere.
has Brad Dourif, like,
Yeah.
out of his
Being
mind. in
being
this movie.
awesome, Brad Dourif.
We're watching Death Machine from 1994. It's for my birthday wheel. Then next
Happy
week,
birthday.
Rebecca gets to choose something, whatever she wants, and then we're back onto the Patreons. But that's it for this week's episode. Death Machine, it looks like, is available like on Tubi and Roku and all those free services, so you shouldn't have trouble finding it. It's from 1994. Anyways, that's it for this week's episode. We hope you enjoyed it. Congratulations to Rebecca for being the ultimate Highlander, Rebecca McLeod of the Clan McLeod.
I am the one.
She is the one, and she will
better
have to
start
fight
designing
Jet
that
Li
dome.
on a
That's what
temple
I was
at
going to
some
say.
point.
Yes, we need a Highlander meets Jet Li movie.
There you go. But if you like this episode, please go to the iTunes, leave a review. That helps out the show. Consider joining the Patreon, patreon.com/Bad Movie Night Show. $2 a month gets you active pre-show, get you on the Slack, get you on the Patreon wheel, and it supports us, the creators of Bad Movie Night. I had a cough. Anyways, that's it, guys. We will catch you here next week when we watch Doth Machine. Goodbye. I don't know.
Welcome to the Bad Movie Night Podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night Podcast.